The Weimar Republic was established after World War I in 1919. Prior to the war, Germany was also a monarchy, but in hope for support from other countries such as the US, they introduced a democracy. Germany also faced heavy war reparations such as loss of colonies and abolishment of military power. Many citizens were upset with the government after the war, but the constitution to enact the democracy was still signed on August 11, 1919 in Weimar, Germany.
Near the end of the Weimar Republic, the economic and social state of Germany spiraled into complete chaos. The Great Depression hit America, and desperate not to have a situation like the hyperinflation of 1923, German citizens looked for another solution. Hitler, a popular speaker and head of the Nazi Party, was replaced as Chancellor of the Weimar Republic. He then set up a 4-year enabling act permitting the government to decree laws without parliament. With this power, he destroyed democratic institutions, and as more power went to the Nazis, ultimately ended the Weimar Republic in 1933. During the Weimar Republic, art and literature thrived because it protected the rights of the freedom of expression. People were free to express their opinions in the form of paintings and drawings. As a result, it led to new art movements, such as Expressionism. Painters such as Max Beckmann, Otto Dix, George Grosz, and Karl Hundbuck became famous during this period.
After the World War I, many people felt a strong hatred towards war because Germany had been defeated and was facing a hard social and economic crisis. The paintings showed the reality of war. Germany has also experienced a hyperinflation in 1923 because the government continued to print money to stabilize the situation. Most of the art produced during this era show the harsh conditions the average workers faced in their everyday living. In fact, some of the paintings represents that many workers spent their time in nightclubs to escape from such reality. This is a drawing done by Otto Dix in 1920 called The Card Players. Many of his paintings demonstrated anti-military because he himself was a soldier once in World War I. The picture demonstrates 3 disfigured soldiers who are playing cards. You will notice that these men all have artificial body parts. Thus, it illustrates that the war had made people feel angry and cruel. The name of the painting is The Berlin Street Scene, painted in 1920. It demonstrates the wealth disparities in Germany after the war. The painting is set in the city of Berlin. We find that there are well-dressed men and women on the left. On the right-hand corner, however, a poorly dressed old man is standing alone, asking for money. It shows how fragile the economic and social conditions were in the beginning of the Weimar Republic. However, the Golden Years, also known as the Years of Hope, lasted from 1924 to 1929. It was a time when the economy and political returned to its moderate state. These conditions led to huge advances in the art and culture department, and Germany quickly rose to one of the most advanced nations in art. Its literature, architecture, cinema, theater, plays, and music flourished in Berlin. For example, cabaret became popular among people. Many enjoyed their living in these entertainments. However, there were some conservatives who were unsatisfied with the new culture and preferred the traditional styles.
The golden years did not last long, however. The Great Depression hit America in 1929. Because Germany was heavily dependent on the U.S., when the American stock markets crashed, Germany was greatly affected by it and faced a severe economic crisis once again. Although some were extremely wealthy, massive amounts of the population was in poverty and became unemployed. The paintings illustrated how people reacted to these extreme changes in society. During the Weimar Republic, art thrived in Germany, and Germany was the leader in many exciting new developments in the world of art production. The effect of this art on German people was overall a positive one, but art also helped contribute to the demise of the Weimar Republic. Radical right-wing critics, such as the Nazis, saw this artistic development as immoral and said it was contributing to the decay of Germany. The paintings being drawn during the Weimar Republic often depicted the negative side of it and how weak the democracy was. Art led many people to doubt the Weimar Republic, ultimately leading to the downfall of it. Once the Nazis gained power, art and artistic development was frowned upon, leading to a lack of art development post-Weimar.